Too late. Jen's done. She's on here. So y'all, can y'all make a comment from StreamYard? I want to see if you do. Hey y'all, while you're popping on, hello. We are so excited. Cannot wait to do this Q&A with you. I can hear myself.
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hello. Yes, we are.
Hi, Elisa. There's Miss Sandy. Sandy, are you coming?
Hi, Sandy.
Good evening, says Miss Sue. Hi, Sue. And there's Sherry. Hi, Sherry. So excited. Y'all, if any of you have already signed up, please leave a comment. We have to know who's going. And then if you're like, I'm really trying to go, tell us that. If you're here because you're jealous and just want to know what everybody's doing, tell it. I'm just kidding. But if you're here to know more or already signed up, let us know. Hi, Marie. You will be there. Y'all look.
Yes, Marie Van Ram. She is signed up.
Yay. Who else has signed up? Okay, so Tanya, we're going to answer all these questions in a minute. Ooh, yeah. Should I go ahead and answer that?
Where is it?
Yeah, well, let's let everybody sign on, and then we'll kind of let everybody kind of get on.
It's a
and
surprise.
We'll talk to everybody at one time.
Hello, Mary Jean.
And Tanya and Elizabeth and Teresa and Deanna and Sylvia and Laura and Beverly and Pat. Hey, tell us where y'all are all watching from. We want to know. Hey, Karen and Claire.
Yeah, as everybody's signing on, we'd love to know where you're from. And we'd also love to know if you've ever taken a creative cruise before. So let us know if you have done something like this before in the past and where you're from.
Okay, let's see. I already saw 2 people that are already signed up. Oh, here's another signer-upper. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. Mimi is signed up. Wait, was that Mimi? Who said they were signed up?
Patty's signed up.
Patty.
Patty's coming. Yeah. Awesome. Yay, Patty.
All right. So from Memphis has not taken a cruise. Oh, it's going to be so fun, y'all. Okay. So Miss Tracy is going to start us off, and she's going to talk about what she's done this before. She's actually gone and taught on a cruise. So we wanted her to start off and tell us a little bit about that. And then we'll all share a few things about what to expect. And then Miss Kelly, wave your hand, Kelly.
Hello.
She's our cruise coordinator, and she's going to tell you everything about the actual cruise ship and how this is going to work, kind of thing. So get ready with your questions. But we're going to kind of go through a certain order. So if we don't answer your question like right away, we will get to it. Okay?
Yeah, we're going to have plenty of time for question and answers. Christy, can you make me big on the screen?
How do I know? How? Oh, wait. Oh no. Hang on.
There. Thank you. All right, everyone. I just want to say hello and welcome to our info session night. Y'all, we are super, super excited about this creative opportunity. This is a creative vacation opportunity, which is even better. So I've been fortunate enough in the past to be able to actually go on a cruise and teach on a cruise. And there's nothing better, y'all, because you get to have your vacation time, but you also get to have creative time. So how I want you to think about this is it's almost like you're booking your own creative excursion, right? Within the cruise. So our cruise, let me just give you a few little details about it. It's called, number one, it's called Creative Escape. It's called the Creative Escape Artist Event. It is October 2nd through the 9th, 7 days. So October 2nd through the 9th. It will be departing out of New York. And then we have several ports, and then it will return back to New York. So let me tell you the ports first. And then also I want to tell you that I have been fortunate enough to take this exact same cruise. It's actually on another cruise line, but this same type of cruise. When was that? A couple of years ago. By far one of my favorite cruises like ever. we have chosen a time that should be prime time fall. It should be prime time fall. And that means beautiful leaves, changing leaves, just a beautiful time of year to coast along, to go along the New England coastline up into Eastern Canada. So these will be our ports. Again, we're going to leave out of New York. Our first port is going to be Newport, Rhode Island. We're going to stop also in Portland, Maine, and in Bar Harbor, Maine. Bar Harbor was one of my favorites of them all. But then another stop in St. John's Bay, and then Halifax, Nova Scotia, which is so amazing. So not only are you going to see the beautiful fall in its prime, but you're going to see the most amazing like lighthouses and just all of the things. So much history, so much to see. By far one of my favorite cruises. So when Christy and Elizabeth and Jen and I, by the way, a lot of people call us the Fab Four. We've taken on this name of being the Fab Four. We've done lots of events together, but we've never done a cruise together. And so I was just so happy that to pull the girls in, we were all like, yes, let's do this. It's going to be so much fun. So that being said, I want to explain a little bit to you. A lot of you have probably been on a cruise before, right? If you've been on a cruise before, post that in the comments or just somehow let us know. The thing that I was most pleased on the very first cruise I ever taught on, I didn't know if it would feel like, if it would take away, like teaching the classes and stuff, if it would take away from my vacation time. And it absolutely does not. Okay. This is a cruise that you can bring your husband, you can bring your families, you can come with your girlfriends, whoever you want to bring, and everyone is going to enjoy this. We have structured our classes, our workshops, and each one of us, Elizabeth, Christy, Jen, and myself, okay, each one of us is going to have some dedicated workshop time with everyone that signs up for the Creative Escape Artist event, okay? And it's very important to us that you still get to enjoy your vacation, all right? That's very, very important to us. So all of our workshop time is going to be scheduled while we're at sea, while we're out on the water, right? So it's not going to take away from any of the visits to the ports. You can still book any of the excursions that you want to at any of the ports that we will be embarking on. So it doesn't take away from that at all. Now, as far as the schedule of our classes, as the time gets closer, you're going to receive a detailed schedule from us on exactly what we're doing, when we're doing it, all of those things. Okay. So just know those details will be coming as far as just so that you know kind of the time blocks of when things will be happening. Okay. Now, the other thing I want to tell you really quickly is that we have a dedicated creative space. And y'all, this is an amazing, amazing benefit, I think. We're going to be on Norwegian Cruise Line. It's the Norwegian Cruise Line. And they basically have some conference room space that is going to be dedicated to us, not just for the workshop times, but for 24-hour access. You're going to have access to that area, our creative little studio space, what we're going to call it. You're going to have access to that at any point in time if you're a member of the Creative Escape Artist event. So what does that mean? Well, you're going to have a table, you're going to have an area, you're going to have a little area where you're going to create at. If you want to come in there in the early morning hours and work on your projects, you can. If you're a night owl and you want to go craft late at night, you can go in that room and you can do that. So you can actually utilize the room even when our workshops are not taking place. So all of your supplies, all of those things, everything will get to stay right there in that room. So segueing to supplies, and I know I'm talking a lot because I just want to get this out there, and then we'll break it down. We'll kind of start taking your questions and things. Another great advantage, and this was really important to me because I have taught on cruises in the past, and I wanted to make sure that it's as easy as possible for you to pack for this cruise. So we've included everything that you need All right. Everything that you need, other than we are going to ask you to bring like a pair of scissors, just a couple little basic things. All of your supplies are going to be provided for you. You're not going to have to pack all that stuff up. We're going to have all of that provided for you, with the exception of just a few items, just a few things, scissors. You know, we might ask you to bring something like that, right? But all of your class supplies, your kit supplies, your glues, your Mod Podge, your resin, all of the things that we're going to be playing with, your pens. Christy's going to have pens for you. All the things, all of those things will be provided for you. So again, no hassle there. You're not going to have to worry about that. You're not going to have to think about that. Okay. So I just wanted to give you kind of that groundwork, or just so you kind of can envision how this is going to go. And the other thing I was super excited about, and Kelly, I was really excited. Y'all wave at Kelly. Kelly is our cruise coordinator. I noticed that our conference space is on deck 6. I was very excited about that because I have taught on cruise ships where the conference space was on deck 2. And there's a huge difference. So being on deck 6 is going to be wonderful. That's going to be great. And of course, when you do sign up, we have group rates that Kelly's going to talk to you about. There are group perks, some really good perks that she has put together for us for everyone that's involved that signs up with this group. So we're super, super, super thankful to have Kelly here to help us to navigate all of that. She's been wonderful. So that being said, I think that's enough of an intro. I'm going to let now just have each one of the girls talk to you just real quickly, just a real quick general, some general information about the workshops that they're going to be providing for you. Did you notice that I said workshops plural? I did. I said workshops plural. There are lots of workshops that you're going to be able to have access to. And by the way, this is not a pick and choose. You don't have to, it's not like we're going to say, okay, you get to come to 3. Which 3 do you want to come to? It's not going to be like that. You're, once you sign up for the Creative Escape Artist event, you are covered for all of the workshops. You will have supplies for all of the workshops. You want to know what else you're going to get? Anybody? You're going to get your own custom apron. You're going to get your own wonderful travel journal. You're going to get your own custom designed washi tape, just specifically custom designed for this cruise, washi tape and stickers. We've got so many little fun things for you. And then, of course, some surprises. We are going to gift you some awesome things. We're going to make you feel extremely special. And we want this to be a memorable vacation, but also a memorable experience for you to come and to create and to make memories and to make friendships and just the whole package deal. It's going to be wonderful. So I'm going to go ahead and have Elizabeth talk to you real quick. And Elizabeth, let's hear about your workshops.
Hi, everybody. I'm Elizabeth Rhodes with Elizabeth Rhodes Studio, and I have never, taught on a cruise ship before, but I've been on cruises, and this is like a dream come true for me. So I'll make it short and sweet. I know everybody's waiting. I will be teaching glass and resin. If you don't know what glass and resin is, it's this type of thing. This isn't what we'll be making. It'll be a surprise, but where you take sparkly glass and little bits of all kinds of things and pour resin over them, and it makes like this magical, glorious, sparkly piece of art. I've been doing that kind of art for about 7 years, and it's so much fun. I have a membership group, and we do it in there, and this is going to be a project unlike any we've done in there before. The second class that I'm going to be teaching is watercolor. So I also have a watercolor membership group, and I've been painting watercolors probably my entire life. We're going to learn how to travel with watercolors and do some watercoloring in our travel journals as well. So that's going to be really fun. And then we're also going to get to make some resin jewelry. So we're going to make some resin jewelry using inspiration from our travels through the northwest or northeastern coast. So it's going to be awesome. We're going to have so much fun, and I cannot wait to cruise with all of you all.
Thank you, Elizabeth. I'm so excited that you're going to be with us. It's going to be a blast. So Ginger, tell us about what you're going to be teaching.
You're
Can't
muted.
hear you, Ginger.
Is that better?
Yes. Now.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Ginger LaCour. I'm originally from Louisiana, and I now live in Montana for the last couple of years. I am a retired high school math teacher turned entrepreneur about 5 years ago, and I'm now an acrylic artist teaching online art classes using acrylics to a lot of women in a membership. And so I just want to let you know a little bit about my experience with cruises, because I see a lot of you saying that you've never been on a cruise before. I have only been on one cruise in my life, and that was out of New Orleans to the, I don't know, somewhere in Mexico we went. And it was, I don't remember where it was. And it was amazing. I did not know what to expect. And my husband and I, y'all, most of y'all probably know Michael if you follow me. He cannot wait for this cruise, because it's one of those experiences. If you've never been on a cruise before, it's one of those experiences where you don't have to worry about where you're going. And you know, it's like you don't have to leave anywhere. Like, everything is just there. You don't have to worry about what you're eating, what you're drinking, where you're going. I mean, it's just the most relaxing experience ever. Like, I've never experienced anything like that. And we had, like, on the top of the ship, we had a track that we would get up in the morning and we would go walk on the. It was just amazing. Like, I never experienced anything like it before. So we are super, super excited to go on this cruise, because we fell in love with cruises, but we just never went before until probably like 3 years ago. So I'm going to be teaching a couple of classes to you guys, and all of the classes that we're going to be teaching are going to be times when we are traveling on the boat. It's not going to be a time when you have an opportunity to go on an excursion and leave the boat to go to, like, I call it like a little, I guess like a little field trip. You know, when you're a teacher, you think of it that way. Yeah. So this experience is going to be one of the excursions that you would purchase. So the crafting events are it's an option for you to purchase. So if you want to bring your husband, like my husband's coming, he's not going to be going to the crafting events. He's going to be doing something else. No telling what he's going to be doing. I don't know. I might find him in the casino or something, you know. So it's just going to be something that we can all do our own thing, but at certain times, we have certain events scheduled that you will come to our room for, and you'll be able to paint with us. All of my supplies will be available. You'll have the paints, you'll have the paint brushes, we'll have the little water cups, the paper towels. We'll have all of that provided for you. So yeah, I don't know. Am I missing anything? I think
no. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ginger. And Ginger is so right. I remember after my first cruise, like when we finally got back home, and I'm like, oh, I have to make my own coffee. I have to make my own breakfast. Mm-hmm. You definitely feel very pampered because everything is taken care of for you. And that's just awesome. So, Christy, go ahead and tell them about your workshops.
Hello, I'm Christy Darty. I teach hand lettering. And so we will have workshops for hand lettering. But wait, some of you are like, I can't hand letter. No worries. I've got templates. I'm going to teach you step by step. It's for all levels. Some of you may be like, I already know how to letter. That you will still get a lot out of the workshop. It includes one of my lettering books, a brush pen. We're also going to do Happy Mail. You're like, what does that mean? I'm going to show you how fun ways to actually bring the old-timey snail mail back, right? And you'll be able to use those skills to even send Christmas cards, that kind of thing. And speaking of Christmas, I'm going to throw in some Christmas ideas for you, maybe ornaments or gift tags, because this is October, y'all. It's time to start thinking, oh yeah, I got to make my Christmas gift. So that's just a little teaser on what I'm going to be doing, and I am so excited. Oh, and I have taught on a cruise ship before, and it was really fun. So I'm looking forward to doing that again.
And Christy is actually bringing her whole family.
Oh yeah. I was going to talk about
tell
that.
them
Yeah.
who else coming with you, Christy.
I'm bringing my husband, my son, it'll be his wife by then. My daughter, she'll be 20 on the trip. It'll be her birthday. Is that everybody? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be fun because, that group, everybody wants to do something different. We don't want to hang out all the time together. And so I'll be looking for an excuse to leave and let them do their thing. So I'm excited.
Exactly. I think it's going to be great. Thank you, Christy. And then, of course, I will have my workshops. And my workshops I'm going to be doing, one of them will be related to napkin art. We're going to do something really special with some napkins that I've already started pulling together for our cruise. And then also working in the travel journal, because there's so many things that you can do to actually preserve the memories of your trip right then and there while we're on the ship. And that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm also I'm going to be introducing, we're going to be having a little fun with freestyle stitching. That is something else I'm very passionate about. So we're going to be making this little freestyle stitch tags that also will look great going into your travel journal. This little travel journal in itself is going to become an amazing project that all 4 artists are going to touch on. Okay. So even though you're getting individualized classes from each one of us, the travel journal we're giving you, you're going to be touching on that from every single artist. And I think it's going to be really amazing. So that's going to be really a great part of what we're doing. Again, all the supplies and everything will be provided for you. We'll have the dedicated space. Somebody I saw asked a question, how big a suitcase do I need to bring all my projects home? We are making sure that whatever we teach you will fit in a suitcase. We will make sure of that. So no worries there. And then anything else? Is there any other questions that y'all saw that came up specifically related to the classes or the teaching? Again, yes, you can bring your husbands. Your husbands don't have to come to the art event with you. However, if your daughter's coming on the cruise and she wants to create, then she can sign up for the creative event. That would be totally fine. So it's okay to bring your family. Your family's going to have plenty to do while you're at your creative workshops. I promise you that. Okay. All right.
We can answer more questions at the end, but I think that Kelly's going to answer a lot of questions. So can we pull Kelly up now?
Yeah, if y'all are ready, let's go ahead and pull Kelly up. Y'all, this is Kelly Reed. She is amazing, just so sweet and wonderful and helpful. I don't think I've ever worked with somebody that has been as helpful as she has been. Kelly Reed is our cruise coordinator. So she is handling the booking of your cabins, the bookings for your excursions, for all of those things. She has all the details that you may need to know about the cruise and any specific questions you have. I know a couple questions have come up, like, do I need a passport? Do I need to have a COVID vaccination? Things like that. So Kelly's going to let you know a little bit about this specific cruise in Norwegian. And then we're going to jump right into answering questions. Okay? All right. Go ahead, Kelly.
Hi, I'm Kelly Reed. I've been in this business for about 5 years. I'm a full service travel agent, but I focus mainly in cruising. It's been my honor to work with these ladies. It's been a lot of fun. I've never booked a crafting cruise before, but I've done lots of groups. So this is just a new kind of group to work with, and I've had a lot of fun. I've come from a crafting family, even though I'm not myself a crafter, but I do plan on going on this cruise with you ladies and meeting all of you wonderful women that I've been talking to over the past couple of weeks. So we are going on the Norwegian Breakaway. It's the name of the ship. It's a fairly new ship. It holds about 4,500 people, passengers. It may or may not be full. I'm not quite sure exactly where we'll be by October. As far as COVID is concerned, you do have to be fully vaccinated. And by fully vaccinated, I mean you need to have your process of 2 shots, but you're not required to have the booster at this time. Also, restrictions are going away left and right. I just got an email from Royal Caribbean that masks are no longer required on board. I assume and hope that Norwegian will soon follow suit. I had a question about a passport. I do highly recommend that you have a passport. We are going into international waters and we'll be going into Canada. If anything happens, it's just nice to be able to get home if something were to happen. Not that anything would, but just in case. If you don't have a passport, you will have to have a birth certificate and a government picture ID. This cruise is 7 nights and it's round trip from New York. I think someone asked that as well. Let's see if there was anything else. Someone mentioned that they wanted to know about solo pricing. Any pricing at all, just because with this package, everything is so custom. I really need y'all to contact me, and there's my contact information, to get a custom quote. I do have some general pricing that I can give out, and if that's what you're looking for, again, shoot me an email, and I can give you the general pricing, and then we can go really custom. I can take some things away, add some things, whatever your needs are. That's really what my job is, to make you happy. And so I've got I can get real custom and creative in the pricing category, and we'll get you exactly what you need. I included packages with air. We've got transfers, which is coming from the airport to the ship and the ship back to the airport. So that's included. We can do travel protection. And again, I can't give you prices on travel protection. It all depends on age and the price of your cruise, whatever package we end up with. So that's all very custom. And again, you guys need to contact me to get all that information. Also, someone asked about where you pay for your classes. Again, that's me. So once we book your cruise, then we'll come out and do the pricing for the classes. And I'll be sending that link out early next week for all of y'all that have already booked. And that link to pay for your classes will be in there. So any other questions that I might have missed? Oh.
Sorry, I was on mute. Did you say that I think we're all on, we try to be on mute when people are talking. Right. Did you say that, because I may not have heard you, okay, that people who want to come alone, that you can help them find a roommate?
Right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So I have a list. I've only got a couple of people on it so far, but I do have a list of people who may want roommates. Also, Norwegian has a special cabin, that's a studio cabin that is just for people who want to travel alone. And that is also an option. But there are some people who are like, no, I'm claustrophobic. I'd rather have a balcony but I need a roommate. So I do have a list. It's a very short list at this point. But people who want a roommate, just shoot me that email and let me know, and I'll put you on that list. Then, and then we'll start connecting people, trying to get to see, if they can pair up and get a room together.
What I loved was when I called you, you're like, okay, here's the things. And I'm like, oh gosh, well, I need to add an airfare. And she's like, nope, that's included. Nope, that's included. And I'm like, what? This is all here and done? I'm pumped.
Yeah. And I will say to that too, she got us a really good deal on our airfare. And yes, there is the transfer from the ship to the airport can be arranged. Yes, she can take care of all of that.
Right. Yeah. Oh, someone asked about food and drink. So it's a cruise ship. If those of you've never cruised before, on a cruise ship, you are never hungry, ever. No. You turn around, there's food. There's someone handing you, a cookie or a piece of cake or something, just about everywhere. This package does include, if you choose the package that comes with the specialty dining, there are some specialty dining restaurants on board, like a really nice steakhouse. There's an Italian place. There's a Japanese restaurant with the guy who's doing it right in front of you with your family. So nice options. So that does come with that, as well as a drink package, can all be added.
Someone asked about the parking, like the parking near the port.
If they're coming there, yeah, I'll have to get back to you on that. I don't know what it is right at this moment. I've never parked in New York. I've always just flown. So I'll have to look at. There will be parking. I just don't know how much it is.
And that's what's great, is that you are a connection. They can ask you stuff.
Yeah.
Other than, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I love having. We are calling Kelly our cruise coordinator.
Yes.
Right, cruise coordinator.
Yes.
I also have hotels for anyone who wants to come in early, or even if they want to stay a couple of days after. I have hotels on bid. So I have a selection of them. So if anyone needs a hotel before or after the cruise, just let me know and I'll shoot that link out to you.
Yeah, I know my husband and I were considering coming in either a day early or staying a day after to do some things in New York. So that's, I'm glad you brought that up. That's good for people to think about.
Great. Oh, someone asked about cancellation. So the deposit is $250. And that is fully refundable up until June 4th of this year. So after June 4th, which is when the final payment is due, that will no longer be refundable. But if the cruise cancels for some unknown reason, if the cruise line cancels it, then typically Norwegian has been giving refunds. Typically. And I don't know what will happen if they cancel it this time, but that's just what has been happening. If you cancel, then that money will go into a credit. So Norwegian is giving credits for cancellations after June 4th. I think someone asked that. So you would have that money in a credit to use for another cruise, unless you get the travel protection. If you get the travel protection, then you'll get a refund minus how much your travel protection was.
That's one thing that I would say, just that I would advise anyone out there, any friends or family of mine that wants to cruise in general. It's so wise to get the travel insurance, because you just don't know what could be happening in your life in October, Right. So it's just so nice to have that travel insurance. It just kind of gives you that peace of mind. So we've always got it when I have gone on cruises. It's really nice to do. I see somebody's asking about the number of participants. Pam, there are 75 spots for Creative Escape attendees. Okay. That doesn't mean, you can still bring extra family, and there's plenty of cabin space available. But as far as the actual attendees for the Creative Escape event, there are 75 spots. And I know that some of those spots have already been filled. I don't know, Kelly, if you have an exact number, but I just know that some of them have already been filled. So if this is something that you want to do, just don't put it off too long. I hate it when people are disappointed and they try to get in and we're already full. But our specific space that we have dedicated, that's really the max that we can go to for that specific space. That's why we've had to cap it at 75. You'll pay Kelly directly for the creative event.
Right. And I do want to say something. A couple of people asked how much cruise insurance is. That's going to vary, right, Kelly, based on your price for your cruise. And so many people have asked how much it is. You guys, this is so customized that, there's so many options. So you really have to email Kelly. You're not wasting her time, I promise. She gets paid to do this. If you don't book, she's okay with that, right, Kelly?
Oh yeah, that's yeah. No. I'm in the Norwegian sites every day. I was in it earlier today, not even for y'all, it was for someone else. So and I book all cruise lines. I live and breathe this, so it's perfectly fine. Just let me know what you need, and let me get it for you. And a couple of other people have mentioned, that they want to book on the Norwegian site. So you could do that, but if you do that, you're not getting the group pricing, and we get 15% off right at the top. And this, I guarantee you, the group pricing is going to be anything anyone else has. So it's just to have it all together. Your class price is everything all together. It's just better if you just give me a call. That way I can package it up for you. I work with Norwegian. I don't work against them. So, you know, you're not going to get a better price anywhere else.
Yes, and thank you for that. Thank you for working so hard for our attendees. She has just gone above and beyond to help people, and she's so good at customizing things once she knows your details. So please reach out to her. You can reach out to her via email, or if you would rather call her, she can always call you back, or y'all can set a time to set up a call. But once she has all your specifics and the details and what you need, then she can work up quotes for you.
Right.
And yes, I saw somebody ask, no, you don't have to pay for the workshops individually. It is one bundle package deal. So if you sign up for the Creative Escape Artist event, you're getting all access to all of the workshops. You're getting access to our creative space in the conference area on the ship. You're getting all of the supplies, the kits, the instruction, all of that. It's one bundle deal. You get all of us.
I do have one more thing. So someone was asking about different diets, food allergies. Let me give you a little insight of this. My daughter has celiacs. I am also gluten-free. My husband's allergic to shellfish. We've had vegetarians, we have, vegans, we have every kind of different diet. One of the reasons we cruise so often is because I don't have to find a restaurant that will cater to my family's food allergies. You go in, I actually put it in the booking. I write it in the booking right when we book it. I tell them that you have any kind of food allergies, and they send me an email, which I will then forward on to you, unless we've chatted about it. If I've chatted about it, then I can fill it out. We fill out everything that you need as far as that even includes wheelchair access or a scooter or anything and everything that you could think of. I tell the cruise line exactly what our needs are, and they, as soon as you get on that ship, you'll probably have something in your cabin saying or asking you to book an appointment with the chef that's on board. And when you talk to that chef, you tell them exactly what your dietary needs are, and they take care of you. You won't have to say it again. Once you're seated every night at dinner, the waiter comes and he'll say, okay, no shellfish for you, or no wheat for you, or no gluten for you, or you're only vegetarian. They make notes and they know exactly what you need.
Perfect. That's awesome.
Okay, so someone asked, do we have to dress up? Do we think, and you don't have to, but you get to if you want to. And then do you think the vaccine requirements will change? There's just no way to know that, right?
Yeah, there's really no way to know. I don't know that they'll change before October. I mean, I hope so, but I really couldn't tell you.
Okay, and then Robin says, is there time for excursions if you're in the art class? So the art classes are only while we're at sea, and there's no excursions available except ours. And Shelly said we answered all of her questions. She's going to contact Kelly soon.
Oh, good. Shelly, I definitely want you to call Kelly, because I know, Shelly, your situation is kind of unique. So please call Kelly, and I know y'all can work something out.
Yeah, take a screenshot of this in case it goes by too fast. Take a screenshot so you'll have it.
Right. What was I going to say? Something else I was going to say. Oh, about the excursions again. Our workshops will not interfere with the ports, with the excursions you plan when you get off the boat. They're not going to interfere with that. All of our workshops will be scheduled while we are out in the water on the way to the next destination or on the way back to New York. Okay. So they're not going to take away from any of your activities that you want to do when we hit those ports of call. All right. Let's give us some questions, y'all. Pop some questions on the screen, and let's dig in and try to answer whatever we can for you.
One of the questions I'm seeing a lot is like, when are the classes scheduled? Okay, so I remember vaguely we have one full day at sea, which is like day 6 of the 7. Mm-hmm. That day we're doing at least 2 workshops.
That day will be our 2 longer sessions. The workshops that need the most time will happen on those days. And then we have some others. We have some other blocked out time that's going to happen, because there's a couple times where we don't get into port until the afternoon. So we'll be having something that morning. And then I believe we have one evening event scheduled. But again, we will make sure that all that information is to you. So you're going to know exactly what you need to do, where you need to go. Another thing I'm going to just say real quick, and I love to do this. I've done this on every cruise I've ever taught on, is after muster. Y'all know what muster is? After we get on the ship and they have muster and then the ship takes off, we're going to plan just a really quick meet and greet in the conference room area, because that way everybody will know how to find it before we're actually having a class. Go ahead, Kelly.
Okay. So muster will be different than you've ever experienced it before. It's more of a virtual thing now. So you don't have to gather like you used to.
Okay.
Yeah. So it will be a different experience. So
perfect.
So just so you know, so it'll be quicker. So we'll be able to have that meet and greet a lot faster than normal.
Okay, perfect. Well,
and I wanted to say something.
Like I said, once the ship takes off, we'll find out specifically what those times are, and then we're just going to set a little open time for meet and greet. That's just a casual come and go, where you can come in. That way you'll know where our classes are going to be. You can claim your little tables, your table or your chair. If you want to bring anything in to set up in the area, you can. And we'll all just get some time to kind of just get to know each other, some face-to-face time, which is going to be awesome. I just can't wait for that.
Okay, so I wanted to say there's so many questions that we can answer, and they're going to come up, y'all, as those of you are signing up. And we're going to have a Facebook group. We're going to have a Facebook group so y'all can actually meet and connect ahead of time.
A private Facebook group.
Yeah, and in the private Facebook group, we'll get that going pretty soon once we get some more signups. But we will tell you if you can bring scissors, how long they can be, that kind of thing. We'll help you go through that so you don't have to worry about, they're asking me to bring this, but we're not going to ask you to bring something that you can't bring, right?
Right, exactly.
And there was something else. Oh, people are asking about other excursions. So can't they get online to see what all's available?
So they can, and you can look right now. Like if you go into the Norwegian site, they do have a way for you to look at excursions. But again, until we get that booking number, you're not going to know exactly what they're offering until you log in with your booking number and you can see what excursions are available.
There is a lot available, cruise. Y'all. There is a lot of excursions available, a lot of great opportunities. In fact, there's so many available that I'm having trouble determining which ones I want to do.
Okay, so if you signed up, tell us in the comments. I know there's 3 or 4 people that told us in the beginning, but we want to know now who signed up or who is going to sign up, and what are the questions you have. The ports. Can you go over those again, Tracy? Or I can go over them.
Elizabeth is asking if they can bring their own wine. Drinks are included on this cruise. Is that correct, Kelly?
So depending on your cruise cabin, and again, what you pick, but for most people, the drinks package is included, but you can take 1 bottle of wine per adult per cabin.
Okay. So someone asked about the destination. So we leave from New York, then we go to Rhode Island, Newport, then we go to
Portland,
Portland, Maine, then Bar Harbor, Maine, St. John Bay of Fundy, New Brunswick,
Halifax, Nova Scotia, and then back to New York. Awesome.
Yay, Phyllis.
It's going to be so much fun. I cannot wait.
I know some of you want to sign up and you can't. You have several months to work on and plan, like have a garage sale. You know, if you just be creative and think of ways that you could collect money. Do you have a birthday coming up? You know, that kind of thing. So be creative.
June 4th is when the final payment is due. Is that correct?
That's correct.
June
Yes.
4th. Okay.
You can just, and then you didn't, I mean, they can get their money back until then too. Like
They
completely.
can. That's right. And it's for two people it's 250, and for one person it's 125. That's the deposit, and it's totally refundable. Wrong time of year for whales. I just saw that one popped up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably won't see any whales unless some get lost on the way. But yeah, so you do have time. And also the final payment is June 4th. And if you really want a spot, I'm not saying there won't be spots later, but you know, if you do need to wiggle around, you can wait as long as there's still room on the ship. I mean, if there's no room on the ship, there won't be anything for us to sell, and room in the classes.
in our group. Yeah, someone just asked about that. Like, what's the deadline to sign up? If we don't fill up, what is the deadline?
Well, for classes, that's up to y'all. That's.
I thought we had a deadline, Tracy.
I believe it's 45 days out.
Okay.
Because we have to order stuff and make kits.
Right.
And
I believe it's 45 days out from October 2nd. I'd have to backtrack to see what that date is.
Right.
Just because we do have to have the time to make sure that all the supplies are in for all of the attendees.
Right.
Yes,
and that's also when I need to know about flights. So that's a really good time to do
the
it.
sooner the better. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so I just put her information on the screen again because somebody asked, but yes, take a screenshot when we put it back up. Let me put it back up real quick. And then take a screenshot, y'all. This is who you contact, Kelly. She's got the red shirt on. She is our cruise coordinator, and she's actually going to be on this cruise too. So we get to meet her in person.
Yeah.
So excited. But anyway, you will email her or call her. And Kelly, I have a feeling you're going to get a lot of requests. So maybe people need to be a little bit patient to wait for you to be able to respond, because it's a lot to work out each individual price.
It is. And so what I've been doing, and I've actually got some already in, is I'll send out a general information sheet that kind of gives you an overall pricing, and then I'll do more specific as I get details back, or if you gave them to me at first, which someone did, as soon as we get off this call, I'll give you a more specific custom quote.
I want to say something. I'm having a blast watching all these comments come through, and I'm like running through the comments, and somebody already said that Kelly already emailed them back while we're live.
Woo! Oh, she did?
I love it.
I'm telling y'all, she's the best. She's the best.
Kelly, you need to tell us. We want to know that people are contacting you. That's exciting.
Oh my goodness.
Some of the questions, like, what are the excursions? Where are the excursions? Where are the excursions? Y'all, you don't have to contact Kelly with $500 right now. All you have to do is contact Kelly, and she will send you the information. You don't have to give her any money right now. No. But if you contact her, she will send you specific information. Okay, so you don't have to put a credit card down or anything.
Yep. Right, exactly.
I've got about 10 emails that just came in since the call started. So.
Awesome.
Yay. That's great. That's great.
And Doris is sending one now.
Any other questions out there?
Somebody's late to the party. What'd you say? Next time, leave out of Galveston.
It's kind of hard to leave out. It's hard to leave out of Galveston for a New England cruise, but another destination possibly in the future. If this goes well, we may, don't be surprised if there's another trip coming up.
Barbara, you're so sweet.
Oh,
I can't wait to meet you, Barbara.
Barbara is the best. Y'all are gonna love her. I love her to pieces.
Look for an email from Holly.
Okay, great.
Oh, Guyleen, are you going to come, Guyleen? I hope it works out. I love Guyleen.
And again, remember, those of you that don't have a roommate, that you're just coming by yourself, make sure that Kelly knows that, because she is pairing up because there are other requests out there for roommates. So that can be worked out, but she just needs to know if that's something that you're looking for.
And someone did say, hey, what'd she say? I'm introverted, extrovert. I need my own space. And my daughter, we got her a studio room. The people suck the life out of her. She needs to go in a room and recharge. So we're like, okay, you get your own room.
Yes.
We want her to be nice for the trip.
I believe that, Kelly, can you correct me if I'm wrong, but somebody asked when the ship will leave, when it actually disembarks or whatever on that October 2nd. I think it's 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I think it is too. They're typically anywhere from 3 to 5.
Yeah, I believe it's 5.
Yeah.
I think it's 5 o'clock, and then coming back, I think it's morning. It's early morning.
It'll be 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elizabeth, your husband's going, right?
Yes, Sean is going. Yes.
My husband is going. I know there's 2 other of my my people that are signed up. Their husbands are going. So Tracy, is your husband going?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Bring them.
Okay. Well, let's talk
Girls,
about.
I don't want you to. I'm glad that Lisa just put this on here.
Yeah.
Lisa says, "Well, I feel like an odd duck if I come alone." I have taught. This will be my 4th cruise to teach on, and you are going to make so many friends, Lisa, because other people are going to be coming to this event also, and you're going to find that you'll create friendships. You'll start going places with people. You'll be like, "Hey, come have dinner with us tonight." You're going to have invites to do all kinds of things. And that's what's so cool about actually coming to an event like this, because you're going to be with like-minded people. You're going to be with your people, right? Like, these are people that love to create, that love to make things. And so you're going to be in really perfect company. So I know that the people in the past that I've been on cruises with that came in as singles had no problem, did not feel like an odd duck. They definitely felt very at home within the friendships and things that they made there from classes. And a lot of those people hung out the whole time, because sometimes just girls come. Sometimes it's just girlfriends come, right? It's just people that they love to craft together. Maybe they're already in a crafting circle, and so they'll come. And then a lot of times then that's where everybody just kind of pulls together. We're hopefully gonna plan an event maybe where we can all go to dinner sometime. Like, we can schedule some things for if you're available and you want to come to dinner. You can come to dinner with us, things like that. So,
or in the Facebook group, you can make those. Yeah, there will be people in the Facebook group who are going alone. You can say, hey, let's meet up and go to dinner. There will be opportunities for that.
Definitely.
I was also going to say, if you do end up booking one of those studio rooms, they are inside cabins, but they come with a lounge where single people can kind of hang out and get to know each other.
Wait. A lounge where? In the room or in?
No, it's not the room. It's like a little area that's just for people that have a studio cabin, just to give them a little extra room, I guess. And there's snacks in there usually, and there's a TV and just kind of some games.
Oh, fun.
That's awesome.
Like on the floor.
Yeah,
on the floor, like
in
near
the area that the studio cabins are in. Yeah, which is 10 and 11.
I just wanted to comment on this. Somebody talking about the Statue of Liberty. We sailed in on a cruise a few years ago. We did a fall break cruise. So this exact week that we did New England and through Canada, it was a little bit further north. And sailing in and seeing the Statue of Liberty lit up, because we sailed in really early in the morning when the ship, came into the harbor. It gives me chills just talking about it. It was the most magnificent thing. Everybody went up on the top deck to watch it, and it was just glorious. So if you go on this cruise for nothing other than that experience, it would be a good idea. It's just incredible. And then somebody else was asking about the weather that time of year. Weather, I'm from Kentucky, so weather here is really unpredictable. They say if you don't like it, just wait till tomorrow, because it'll be something different. So easy for me to say, but normally that time of year, you're going to want a light jacket. You're going to want, you might get in the hot tub, but you're probably not going to be swimming in the pool. It's just a light jacket. You might want, when we get further north into Canada, a raincoat, something that's going to keep you a little bit warmer. So don't you agree with that? Those of you that have
definitely.
Yes.
When I went, definitely, it's a great cruise to pack layers, because sometimes you need the sweater and sometimes you don't, so pack layers. And then definitely there were times when it was a little bit rainy, especially when you get up into Canada. And if you go out to see the lighthouses and things like that, it's nice to have maybe a little raincoat and maybe a little travel umbrella. But those are things that we will go over, like suggested packing items. Once you have signed up for the cruise and we put you in the private Facebook group, we're going to be giving you some tips on what to pack and things like that. Again, by far, other than Alaska and this New England cruise have been my two most favorite. I have enjoyed them so much. My husband thoroughly enjoyed them. It's one of those things where I think everybody will really have a great time. And like I said, we kind of picked a time that we're hoping is going to be like prime time fall, right there, that first week of October. I remember when when we got to our first port of call and we got off, and literally the first thing I had to do was go grab a handful of leaves. Like, I had to hold them. I had to scrunch them up, because honest to goodness, girls, it seemed like it was fake. Like, it was just like, how could leaves look like this? I'm from Texas. Our fall was not like that. Is never like that. And it's just all the colors. It's so breathtaking.
I'm praying for
and
the right
it's just
time.
absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to do this with y'all. And I'm not just talking about the Fab Four and Kelly. I'm talking about all of you out there. It's going to be an amazing experience, and I absolutely can't wait. It's going to be great.
All right, y'all. Well, we've been here for a while. Does anybody have any more questions? You can go to Kelly, take a screenshot of the screen right now, so you can go back if you think later, okay, I do want to check into it. It's not going to cost you anything to check. As a recap, we're going on Norwegian Cruise Line, October 2nd through the 9th. We're going to New England and Canada. And we hope you join us for our Creative Escape Cruise 2022. You have to go on a cruise in 2022. Let me leave you with these 10 reasons why every crafter needs to go on a cruise in 2022. By the way, you can get this printout. The printout has more information about the trip. It's got the 10 reasons, but it also has where we're going. It's got a little bit of information about each of the artists. So here we go. Y'all put in the comments, do you know what the top 10 reasons are? Do we need a passport? We suggest a passport, but do you have to have one?
Yes, we do suggest a passport.
It's highly recommended.
Yeah.
That's my standard answer. Yeah.
And
Okay,
yes, you can get off the ship at anywhere you want to, at any of those stops. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the cruise opt-in if you want to get this, but here we go. What are the 10 reasons that every crafter needs to go on a cruise in 2022? It's time to get out of the house and live your life. We've been stuck at home for so long. If you agree, tell me in the comments. You get the best of both worlds. It's crafting and a vacation. I mean, what's not to love, right? Let's see. Sign up on your own first studio. Okay, if you sign up for one, they've got studio rooms for you, or make friends, get roommates, or all of your girlfriends, or your significant other. So we all have our own agenda. You do you. 4, you will be pampered, y'all. The food. This is one of my favorite things, which sounds stupid, but one of my favorite things is at dinner when you eat, and you have your breadcrumbs. They come over with a little scooper, and they scoop your breadcrumbs off the table with the little scooper. I feel fancy when they do that. I don't know. But, seriously, it's one of my favorite things. So dumb. Okay. But pampered as in your food's all done, all the things. Don't they have like a midnight chocolate buffet, or a lot of cruises do that. But not only will we be pampered by the cruise, but we are going to pamper you too. So somebody asked if we were all doing 2 projects. No, actually we're all doing 3+ projects. So right now we have 11+ projects on the agenda, and y'all, I know these ladies, and they try to sneak in extra stuff, especially Miss Tracy. Who knows how many we'll have before it's all over with, but you're guaranteed 11. You have access to 4 professional artists. That's us. And then a travel agent's provided. That's Miss Kelly. You will be included in the private Facebook group and make connections with other cruisers. That's a huge bonus, y'all.
It is. Yeah.
You will be gifted custom washi tape and stickers that were designed exclusively for our event and for crafters. Let's see.
They're also going to get, don't forget, they're also going to get an apron with our Creative Escape logo on it. And
lots
a
of
travel
surprises.
journal.
The journal, yeah, lots of surprises.
We're not going to tell you about because we want them to be surprises.
Okay, and then 2 more things. You'll be inspired by the beautiful scenery around you. You have the options to take excursions at a discounted price, which that'll come later. And then you have 24/7 access to the creative conference room on sea days as you immerse yourself in your exciting projects.
Yes.
We cannot wait to see you. We hope you can come. Okay, y'all. Anything else, Kelly, that you thought of to?
I'm sorry, I've been responding to people. Yeah, I think everything's good. I mean, we've got plenty of time to get your passports if you don't have them or if you need to renew. You know, it's something you need to not put off, but it's totally doable before the cruise.
Okay, this is the gratuities.
Right. So all the pricing that I put out, like in my general information and everything, does include gratuities.
Okay, girls, what about this one?
You can if I'm teaching.
I'm sure.
Okay, if you just popped on, we are so glad you're here. Just go back to the beginning and watch the video. We've answered all the questions. Right now, I'm pretty much just seeing repeat questions or things that you're going to have to ask Kelly about. So Kelly, again, is just a phone call away or an email away, and she will get back with you and give you the best rate that she can. So anyway, bye, y'all. Thank you for watching.
Bye, everybody.
We hope to Creative Escape. Bye, y'all. Thanks for watching. Appreciate your time.
Jen, you might have to end it. I can't. Okay.